Hey guys, I'm Powered Up Mike, and welcome to, the final episode of Wrecking Crew 98. Yeah, and there's Bowser, the King of Koopa himself. The final showdown. It's gonna be a tight match. A close match, I feel. Let's just give you a crank. And let's build up some combos. I'm surprised the enemies are immune to bombs. But then again, it adds challenge to the game. Okay, Mario, you can stop hopping now. Let's see what this does. Again, the game keeps you on your toes. But it's all for the best. I guess it is kind of a nice... well, more like fitting touch that the game's soundtrack for the Bowser stage, kind of has like that backup warning siren, whatever. Because hey, this is a construction yard and... ah! Yeah, and I remember as a kid, growing up playing with the, construction toys and toy cars and things. I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of that part of childhood. Although, the more I think about it, there's, multiple stages to childhood, I feel. Oh, Bowser! Ooh, we gotcha! Nice! Why, thank you. I beat the bricks this time. I remember it was such a cool treat to see on my dad's BlackBerry phone. They had the Brick Breaker game pre-installed, and this was a time before mobile gaming was really a thing. Well, right as it was coming out. Of course, the iPhone was out at the time. This was late 2011. But it was still, relatively unheard of. So it was just such a cool thing back then, and I feel mobile gaming just hit different back then, mainly in the sense of it wasn't associated with shovelware as the same way it is now. Oh crap! I was too busy distracted by the bomb. Yeah, you don't want to get distracted and make a "did I do that?" moment. Brickify that! Ooh, combos! I know there are much larger attacks you can get, if you match up more, but I haven't been able to get those happen. So I don't know what to say about that. I'm just happy I survived that. What else is there to talk about in the Wrecking Crew? Ooh, Bowser, we got you that time for a moment. You better hope. You better hope we don't get you more. We don't get you even more. Finally! Oh man, I spoke too soon. And again, even with this game, never get ahead of yourself. Anything can happen. Come on, let's brickify. Come on, a 5 in a row of the green blocks should do some damage. But yes, this game does have a multiplayer mode, and I really should see if I can get to play with it with my buddies. And I want to have my buddies over, and, we can record some stuff, do some games. Well, of course, record this as like a game time, or maybe it would fit better under the Battle Time branding. You get the idea. Speaking of Bowser's Minion, in the one Mario & Luigi remake for 3DS, that was like the expansion pack mode, and I really should give those games a chance. I legit considered, buying the Bowser's Inside Story remake, but I ended up picking Captain Toad for 3DS. Hey, I really enjoyed it, and I'm just surprised I managed to beat the 3DS version. Even the Mummy Me Maze Forever, and yeah, that level does take forever to complete. But the coolest version of that was this guy online, they were able to do a run of that level, the Wii U version, where they got all the coins, and that's just amazing. Come on, Bowser. We got him! 8 minutes in, we finally took down the King of Koopas, yet again. So wait, Bowser, I've taken you down in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... A lot of games. Third time's the charm, too. No! Game over, Bowser. And so Bowser's evil empire is defeated yet again. So what? I've beaten you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of times on this channel. And Peach and Luigi show up at the ending. And beating this stage unlocks them as playable characters in the multiplayer or free play mode. It kind of reminds me of the Sonic 2 ending where it's mostly like the little slideshow of images. But hey, beautiful 16-bit colors. Bowser, you're mad. But guess what? Game over. Game over! Oh, Bowser, calm down. I know you're mad. And if Bowser goes to Torbjorn, Form, and Spike, you'd think... I mean, yeah, they are buddies, technically, because I guess, as they said in the old wartime, olden days, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Friends of my friends are my friends. The enemy of my friends are my enemies. Friends. Nasubi Kamen, Noko Noko, or Koopa Troopa. So I'm just gonna go through the credits, and mainly because, might as well see all these character names. Or Gotcha Wrench, as he's called in English. But it's interesting how, the Super Nintendo still had a much longer lifespan in Japan. But it's just, the 16-bit era is honestly my favorite, retro gaming era. It's compared to... But then again, I feel 16-bit is truly retro. Although at this point, yeah, I guess the Wii and PS2 are old enough to be considered retro at this point. Console that's 18 and 24 years old, yeah, I think that's retro, so... Yeah, my Wii and PS2, I still play them on a nearly daily basis. Onigiri, or should I say jelly donut? I guess 3DS and Switch would be more modern consoles I play, but then again, yeah. Oyazi! So that was his name. Yeah, I'm gonna update the title and description. I'm recording this right back to back. I've posted all the other episodes before this. Dogu. Still want to call him Clay Doll, even though that's not what he is. Mario! And this is pretty much... Oh, look, it's the original Wrecking Crew background. Forkun. I hope I'm saying this right. So, yeah, again, I'm doing this to, like, you know, learn the enemy names myself. I looked at them on Mario Wiki and stuff, but yeah. But yeah, this was the end of the Super Nintendo era for Mario. His final adventure, although it's not a traditional adventure. The Super Nintendo had such a great life, and yeah, it was just such a really solid console. And I feel like the Super Nintendo, it just proved that it's like, hey, you could have solid games. It could still have such solid games. It's like, you know, if you wanted a simpler 2D games, pixel art based games, yeah, the Super Nintendo's the way to go. Kanbank. Yeah, I was never able to get that to spawn in game. But I think you need like a crazy, ridiculous combo. Sure. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that. So that's what that thing is called. Gata Gata. Reminds me of the triangular sign Stingy claimed as his. And one other thing is that I think, you know, Nintendo, what they like to do is... I feel like they like to keep around, like, the older system as, like, a budget option sometimes. And I think it's a good idea because, you know, it's a little bold to assume that your fan base is going to immediately upgrade. But yeah, that's Wrecking Crew 98. Well, the story mode, but, well, there's still a little bit more to do. And wherever I may be next time, of course, I'll see you then. Bye!